We are busy today.
And that's mainly because our mom has been watching Appalachia's Homestead with Miss Patera, and she said to keep busy, so we're definitely staying busy.
And in this video, we'll show you how we purchased this prepping food haul for under $100 and how we're preserving it for long-term storage. Plus, we'll show you 5 things that we will never can again and 5 things that we love to can. But first, here are a few quick updates. In the Middle-earth barnyard, we've got no new goat babies thanks to last year because we separated the boys from mid-June to November, which gave us no cold winter babies, but also no milk anytime soon. We are hoping to start milking a cow, so make sure you hit the notification bell to see if we survive that adventure unharmed. In Hagrid's Haven, the ducks are still working the vineyard well, and the turkeys, chickens, and ducks are providing us lots of eggs. We're not expecting any emu eggs, though. We have had our first 3 chicks born today in our new incubator, and let me know in the comments if you want to know more about this incubator. And our giant red broilers have arrived, as well as the new guinea fowl. We've never had guineas before, but we plan to raise them in the vineyard, and that should be a fun adventure as well. Outside, we're seeing signs of green life. The lavender is coming back, garlic is doing well, raspberries in the hotbed never lost their leaves, and we know the grapes will be back soon too. Indoors, Bunkie is behind on seeding, but the store-bought ginger she planted is up. Her indoor garden is doing well, and her cabbage and broccoli are up now too. Great job, Bunkie. Bunkie will be starting more indoor seeds soon, and we know she can do it. Last weekend, we recorded God's Country with Bunkie singing lead.
God's country.
Thank you for the really awesome feedback about that video. Our Saturday music video this week will be Hallelujah. We hope you'll join us for that video on Saturday. And now for the 5 things we love to can and 5 we won't can again. And be sure to stay tuned to the end to see our prepping food haul, how much we paid, and how we're prepping it for long-term storage.
We also figured it'd be a good time to join
What I can and not again.
which is basically 5 things that you enjoy canning and 5 that you're never going to can again.
Her channel is the Mennonite Farmhouse, and she put out this collaboration, and we actually found this through Life with Belinda and Chuck, and Mr. Chuck said not to can strawberries.
Not can again, number 1, strawberries.
Now, we don't do that, but we know he knows what he's talking about, so we're going to take him up on that one. What we do with our strawberries is we put them in alcohol.
These are tinctures, and they can be used as flavoring, like vanilla, but instead of vanilla, it's elderberry, raspberry, and strawberry.
And we make syrup, and you can use this to flavor like a cake or a pancake. That sounds good.
I think our oldest one might be the strawberries, but that's also from last year.
Not can number 2, summer squash.
Yellow squash or zucchini ever again, and I can definitely relate to that because I'm not a fan of either. But my mom made yellow squash relish and squash relish with them last year, and they're actually really good. And the one we actually use most of our zucchini on is a recipe we got from Page Family Homestead, Our Journey Back, and that is zucchini pineapple. You're going to have to watch their video to find out what that is, but we ended up making a lot of it, and it smells, looks, even tastes just like pineapple.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, we really enjoyed it.
You need to try it. The link is in the description.
So if you have a bunch of them and you don't want to can the squash and the zucchini, because I know that's not good to can, these are good workarounds.
Yeah. Not can number 3, pickles.
They're canning pickles because they get all mushy and then they're not as great. They lose their crunch. And I can definitely relate to that. I do not like mushy pickles. So what we do is we take grape leaves from our vineyard and we roll them up and put them inside the jar in the middle of the pickles, and that helps the pickles retain their crunch. So that is a workaround for that can't.
Now, one thing that we are definitely not going to can again are this. Not can number 4, peppers. It's peppers that we put in vinegar and olive oil, and it's way too vinegary for us. It's like really vinegary. but we're definitely not going to can it again. But hey, it's a good way to preserve your peppers, but it's not just all us. It's not just our taste. Our taste buds do not like it.
A few other things that we want to can again are beets, for starters.
Can again number 1, beets.
These are yellow beets, and they kind of turned white after we canned them. But we really love the recipe we used for this. Our family is a huge fan of beets, and we really love canning them.
This was our beets from our garden that we planted. So that's like, we know what is in it. It's not store-bought, it's from our own garden. So we know that what we put in it is healthy for us, I guess.
Another thing we absolutely are going to can again is this.
Can again number 2, jalapenos.
Cowboy candy. This is something that we all
Love.
think is very spicy, but Mom loves it especially, and it is really good. It's just really spicy. But we're definitely going to do this one again. We got this recipe from Miss Peggy and Mr. Andy at the Page Family Homestead, Our Journey Back. Again, their link is in the description along with all the other channels we mentioned. So please go check them out. They're a really great channel.
It's sweet and then it explodes.
Something else we really like doing is with our tomatoes.
Can again number 3, San Marzano tomatoes.
If you've been following our garden for the last couple years, you know that we always end up with these huge, insane harvests of tomatoes that we don't know what to do with. So we actually started canning them, and we made salsa with our yellow tomatoes. We made salsa with our canning tomatoes.
Tomato sauce with our tomatoes.
Now, we usually make these with our San Marzano. Our family, loves our San Marzanos tomatoes. And they're so good, we grow them every year.
And like I said before, there's the cucumbers and the zucchini. We did bread and butter pickles, kosher dill pickles, squash relish, yellow squash relish, and zucchini pineapple. And we really enjoy all of these recipes, so there's
They're
a ton,
so
more than
yummy.
5 that we're definitely going to be making again.
Can we open these pickles today?
They're so good.
Now, again, we have the grape leaves in the center of our rolled up in our ball jar. And this is because the grape leaves actually help preserve the crunch of the pickle. So we actually really like using them.
I've got a question, Professor. Why do the grape leaves keep the crunch in the pickles?
There are tannins inside the grape leaves and the grape skins. They're naturally really high in tannins. And so we just put them in here, and the tannins keep them crunchy. People actually get the chemical tannins a lot in stores, but they occur naturally in grape leaves, and we live on a vineyard, so we just decided to use that.
And if you would like to order some grape leaves, we are also selling them at...
So all of these things we've water bath canned, and we've done that a lot, and we're very familiar with how to do that, but we've only actually pressure canned twice, and that's with beef bone broth and butter.
Can again number 4 and 5. Butter and bone broth.
Both of these we were actually really happy with. We use broth in a lot of recipes, and Mom likes having that ready to go, and she knows what's in it, and it's just healthier.
It's cool because when she needs butter and she's out of butter, she has canned butter. And she can just grab that and get some butter still.
If you've been counting, you know we still owe you a cant. But first, here's what was in our food prepping haul, which we got from the Amish store and Sam's Club. 2 bags of almonds, quinoa, millet, 2 bags of kidney beans, mung beans, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, tapioca, pumpkin seeds, ginger snaps, licorice candy, bags of peas, 2 kinds of salt, 2 bags of 25 pounds of rice, powdered milk, flour, 25-pound bag of salt, 2 bags of mixed nuts, plus 2 bags of kidney beans soaking to be canned. And the grand total is $93.80. And that was definitely worth the gas to go to Amish land.
And we have our kidney beans and our Great Northern beans there, and we have them sitting in water, and we're going to be trying to pressure can them today. And so we also have things in the oven, and these are our half-gallon jars. Sanitize them, and they're sterilizing now, and they're also drying because they need to be completely dry, and we're going to use those half gallons for everything here. We went to an Amish store and a bulk food store, and we got a lot of stuff, and we need to have them put away. Like with the milk, we can't keep it in here because the plastic bag is not going to protect it or keep it from getting stale. And then we accidentally opened this bag of flour when we brought it in, so we need to have that in a jar too.
And the salt we just put in a can.
We have a ton of rice here, and they're also going to eventually go bad in a bag, so we need to have those canned too, so they're also going to be going in half-gallon jars. Why do I have my half-gallons in the oven? This is because in addition to keeping them clean and sterilized, I also want them really, really dry because especially with the milk and flour, they are going to spoil if they're wet. So they need to be completely dry, and then they're going to be shelf-stable, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
So soaking beans to pressure can is really an experience. How to compare? Well, the only thing that comes to mind was changing Bunkie's diaper when she was a baby. Yeah, smells that bad, so...
Not can number 5. Beans.
Hey, no diaper talk. It's not my fault I'm the youngest.
And like Miss Patera said, keep busy, stay busy, keep preparing, keep prepping, keep preserving, keep it up.
Also, please go check out Miss Leanne's What I Can and Not Again collab. You're going to gain a ton of insight from it. We learned a ton just watching some of the videos.
We hope you can focus on the blessings God has given to you. Like, it's snowing right now by us, again, but spring is coming, and we are in a warm home, and we have things we can be grateful for. So look for the blessings even in hard times.
How has God blessed you today?
Have a great day, and God bless.
God bless.